All right, guys, let's go stargazing, a favorite segment here on the show. This one comes from Mike Robusto on Facebook, and Mike says, do you think we will make a bigger trade in the offseason with all the first rounders we have? Ian.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's coming, whether it's in the offseason, in season, next year. You know, normally you might say Leon Rose coming up at the end of his contract here with the Knicks next year, so they should be in a rush to do something. I mean, I think Leon Rose is going to be here beyond this contract. Same with William Wesley. So from that perspective, I don't think they're going to be in a rush to do that big move. But yeah, I think it's going to come. The opportunity is going to come this offseason. And we saw it a couple summers ago with Donovan Mitchell. You know, I thought they were aggressive, right? They did draw a line that they did not want to go above on Mitchell, but they're aggressive when the opportunity is there. And now, as Mike is pointing out, you know, they have that arsenal, that 8 first-round picks that they can move, I believe, Fred, in a deal. So that's a lot to send to a team that's looking to maybe start over in the wake of moving a disgruntled star.
And just to add on to that, I mean, we talked a little bit about this earlier in the show, just from a salary cap management perspective. Both Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle are going to be extension eligible this summer. Now, they're for different reasons. I'm not sure either of those guys are going to sign this summer, but they could then a year after that opt out of their final year player options and get new deals. Now, Brunson, you would figure, is probably going to get the max, which is going to mean he's going to get a massive raise. And Julius Randle, if he's still here, is also going to be eligible for a bigger raise. So I think, just again talking about everybody's favorite topic, aprons, from a cap management point of view, at that point, a year from this summer, the Knicks are going to be kind of hamstrung in terms of big moves that they can make. So just to back up what Ian said, there's a reason why you're probably looking at, if not this summer, then before the deadline. And, you know, the obvious should be said, yeah, it depends on how the Knicks do in the playoffs this year. Let's say Julius Randle comes out and averages 35 a game, healthy throughout the playoffs, and helps, like Fred was saying, lead them to the finals. Well, then maybe you're not in that bigger rush to go out and acquire another ball-dominant guy. But I think they will continue to be opportunistic. And look, a lot of things change about the NBA. Stars moving locations is one thing that has remained pretty constant for some time now. So someone always tends to shake free.
Always.
Yeah,
all right.
I think if you look at the way the Knicks – oh, sorry.
No,
I was just going to add on to John.
Happen.
I think if you look at the way the Knicks are operating right now, and oh, by the way, look at that. Live reporting. Just got a text that the second round picks the Knicks are giving Detroit are 2028 and 2029. So what do you know? I think with the Knicks, if you look at the way that they have operated, they're in a very different position than they were during the Donovan Mitchell saga 2 years ago. And the huge difference to me is they are so much more particular about fit now. Before, they were trying to bring in a star. And now I think they're going to operate and try to bring a star that they believe fits what they already have. Because before you could say, oh, they're a piece away from being really, really good. Well, they're already really good. And I don't think they want to mess with that dynamic. So I think any star who becomes available, they are going to have a real conversation with themselves if Donovan Mitchell becomes available. Okay, do we want to have 2 small guards in our backcourt? Because we're already really good. And part of the reason that we're really good is because you got Jalen Brunson there surrounded by size and defense and all of that. Do you want to bring in another small guard and all of a sudden have an easily attackable backcourt in the postseason? Like there are going to be certain conversations that they're going to have and are more nuanced and more difficult than the ones that they had 2 years ago. But it's because they're in so much of a better position right now.